let me just warn everyone that's about to watch this review video, do not watch it if you haven't read the manga. If you're an anime only, there are spoilers for the story after episode 12. So if you're planning on avoiding them, click off this video. Don't even watch it. Come back when there's an eventual season 2. Now, let's jump right into chapter 31. Chapter 31 was focused solely upon Ikki and Toudo. Their fight, their battle, their single sword clash. Worst one versus Raikiri. And here's an interesting tidbit of information I didn't know about when I was watching the anime way back when. Apparently Studio Silverlink, if I'm not mistaken, that was who did Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry, changed his title. Instead of worst one to another one, in the manga and presumably in the light novel, Ikki's nickname is Crownless Sword King. How fucking badass is that? Crownless Sword King. God damn. Now, I can't exactly fault Studio Silverlink. It's a minor, it's only a title. If it would have been something like changing Ikki entirely from how he is in the manga, like his personality or even his appearance, then I would have been pissed. But if it's just a title, then nothing to get really angry about. So chapter 31 focuses on their fight, their clash, and the after effects, what happens, basically what we saw in the anime as well. We have Ikki versus Toudo, their one clash. But the thing I enjoy just slightly more than what happened in the anime, we get to hear Ikki's inner monologues. He doesn't need his sight, his hearing, he doesn't need to expend any useless energy. He's on the brink of exhaustion, collapsing, he's wounded, he's bleeding already, and he just, regained his motivation to keep going forward. Motherfucker has barely gotten any sleep. So, he needs to put every ounce that he can muster into this one swing. And the fucking panels, when they show him, glaring, he looks like a motherfucking demon when he's using every ounce he can muster. Who needs to expend energy seeing or hearing when you can be a motherfucking demon? And that explains the stylistic approach they took in the anime, where everything went black except their eyes, because he took away all the color in the world. He didn't use energy to see color. So it saved him, presumably, an ounce of energy. And then hearing and everything else. He was mustering all of his strength to make himself stronger than he was a second ago, a minute ago. That's how he's lived his life. And the old man in the chapter summarized that perfectly. Ikki is a demon. He's an Asura. He's a badass. Crownless Sword King overcame Raikiri. Chapter 32 is half content adapted in anime, and then other half is new content. Now, it's just the start of everything, so it's nothing too spectacular to talk about, nothing too in-depth, but there are a couple things I want to mention about Chapter 32. One of my favorite panels was when Ikki received the flag from Toudo, and everyone is cheering him on from down below. And he mentions to Stella, getting acknowledged and respected and loved by everyone else feels great, and it made my heart fucking hurt, guys. All throughout his life, Ikki has been suffering, and during his years of school at Hagun Academy, he was treated as a piece of shit, a no-good knight, an F-rank knight that has no skill, that doesn't deserve any words of praise. But now he's getting words of praise, he's getting acknowledged and everything, and forgive me, I am not a Narutard, but Naruto beat Pain and was acknowledged by the village as a hero. It had a similar effect as that moment as I am feeling right now. I'm feeling so proud of the character, I'm feeling so happy and everything, and it's just, so many feels, guys. So many fucking feels. So, Ikki is now the captain of Hagun Academy's team. Okay, that did happen in the anime. My boy Ikki is getting recognized. He did beat everyone and he climbed to the top real quickly, so it's only right and natural that he would be considered captain. Now on to spoiler territory. Again, if you're still watching this and you don't want spoilers, click off. Nakai, you son of a bitch. So, Shizuku's roommate, Nakai, or Naki or whatever, the stylish pretty boy that was ever so suspicious in the anime, turns out to be a master assassin. And he made one hell of a face at the very end, the last panel of Chapter 32. And he's conspirating, possibly, with someone else from a different academy or third party itself. And then we see a bunch of other possible either captains or just the lower rank contenders of this festival, this competition. Two names stood out to me. Sarah Bloodlily. Now, I have heard that Sarah does become more important later on in the series. Something goes on with her. I haven't heard much. And then Kurogane. So, Ikki will have to fight a family member. Maybe it's like an uncle or a long-lost brother or a cousin. But Oma Kurogane is one contender of the 7 stars. Hype. 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 Now, the last thing I want to talk about before I end up this entire review, considering how Ikki did with the fight versus Toudo and how he even fought against Stella and all of his other opponents, all of his major fights have required him to push past his limits to get stronger. That's outstanding, that's a great ability, but that can only take him so far. So I have this feeling, or I'm hoping, Ikki somehow gets stronger or finds a power-up, a way of getting stronger, a power-up done right. Now, if Ikki does or doesn't, do not spoil me, light novel readers. I will go after you. Do not. No spoiler territory here for what's past this. I am playing this by chapter, so I have a limited knowledge. So I want Ikki to get stronger. So if he ever, clashed with Toudo, he wouldn't have to put every ounce of strength into his swing. He'd maybe have another technique. Because Itoshura, or whatever that old man dubbed his all-strength in one swing attack, we need more techniques. Otherwise, he's gonna be a one-trick pony, and while he does look badass when he's using Itoshuri, especially how Silverlink did it when he goes, Itoshura! And he, does this cool power-up shit and everything, and as awesome as it may be, I don't want Ikki to be a one-trick pony, if you understand what I mean. We need to liven this up just a tad. Maybe give him another technique, or he does learn his opponent's attacks, or at least how they fight, their fighting style. So it's like they're fighting themselves. That can take him so far. I have a feeling, and I'm hoping, that the 7 Stars Festival forces him to get a new technique, that he has to get stronger. He maybe has to go train with his family. Maybe the defeat of Toudo and that fat ass convinced his father, alright, we'll teach you some of the Kurogane techniques. Maybe. Stella, Ikki, everyone has to get stronger. Otherwise, there's just no way they could hold a candle to probably everyone else in the tournament. It's going to be interesting. It seriously is. And I'm excited for Chapter 33. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of Chapter 31 of 32? Do not spoil what happens afterwards. Do not confirm if he gets a power-up or not. Just let me know your thoughts on these 2 chapters, anything before the anime itself. Go check out the links down below. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe. See you later. Bye-bye, guys.